And we're live. Hello, everybody. Going on at a bit different time here. I don't know who or if anybody's going to show up, but welcome if you're here. I'm basically going on because I'm trying some new settings with my camera. I have a new camera and just trying to get it reset up for the upcoming live streams. Just testing it out, make sure everything is working, number one. Number two, I've got a lot of herbs. If you've been watching my AeroGarden update on the herbs, and hello Christine, welcome. I've got a lot of dill to use up. So I thought a good idea to use, and I tried this recipe out a couple weeks ago, making refrigerator pickles. So I'm gonna do these quickly live to show you how to make these in using the herbs and using the dill from the AeroGarden, and I got a cucumber I'm gonna cut up to make pickles, but I've also got a few radishes left, so I'm gonna do some pickled vegetables. Lots of people here. Thanks for joining us. We got Christine, hey, welcome. Everybody staying at home. This is going on for a different time. And Vito, hey, welcome back to the channel. And Pam's here watching as well. So obviously the notifications have been going out. That's awesome. Refrigerator pickles. So I made these. This is the ingredients on this, really simple. Vinegar, a couple tablespoons. This is regular vinegar, and I'm going to add some. This is white wine vinegar. We're going to add there as well, about a tablespoon, and then the rest gets topped up with water. You could also use like apple cider vinegar in there as well. Makes it nice. And I've got. We're going to add the English cucumber, a few radishes. Dill again from the AeroGarden, but I do like to add some garlic, and we were out at the Saskatoon market on just for the weekend, and we picked up like a bunch of, because we used that big, Dean will be happy, we used that big thing of garlic left, used up, and so we bought some fresh, like local garlic. So I'm gonna use that in the pickles as well. These are quite large cloves of garlic, so I'm gonna use just one of those in there. I've got some peppercorns for a little bit of spice. And then also, I like a little bit of heat in the pickles. So I've got some, I always pronounce it, I think I'm pronouncing these wrong, but piquin chilies. So these are like a little chili, but they're quite hot, 8 to 10. So I'm gonna add a couple of those into the pickles as well. Refrigerator pickles. So let's do this. And yeah, Christine, dill. So dill in oil. Oh, that sounds good. I should actually give it a try. This is just one of the bag. This is the one of the bags of the dill. And if you saw my video this morning, I'm trimming the dill like every day. It's crazy. So gotta use it up, because I gotta use it up and probably start to dry some of it too, because there's so much of it. And you can only use it so much. So a few new people are, and yeah, Nadia, impromptu live. Let's make these pickles, and then we'll taste them. These ones have been going. Oops, those ones have been going in the fridge for a couple weeks now, so they're ready to go. So we'll eat the one at the end, and we'll give it a taste. But let's get them ready to go in the first. Here we go. All right, so I've got my radishes, cucumber, dill. And this is a jar. This is just actually a jar from pasta sauce. So it's like a mason jar. Fits the regular size lid. So I just had to buy new lids and use the jar. So clean jar. And let's go. So basically what you want to do is cut you could use those little mini cucumbers, but you really want to kind of have them the size to fit in the jar, right? So you can usually get like 3 out of here, and they don't always fit everything, but we'll do our best to fit as much in as possible. Who's craving dill? Oh, Nadia's craving dill chips. So we want to cut these into wedges for pickles. You could also do these in, like if you wanted to do for sandwiches, you could do them in slices, but I just like having them on the side. So just nice big wedges. These are English cucumbers, so you don't need to seed them. If you had the like regular field cucumbers, some people like to seed them. So there we go, like so. So then you just want to put them into the jar, packed as much as possible. You might not be able to fit them all, but that's okay. I will just eat them as a snack. Like so. There we go. So those are done. Jelly duck. So no, chili powder. These were, here we can show up close. Pequin, if it can focus. Pequin chili. Let me show you on the front camera. Probably focuses better. Pequin chilies. Might focus. Maybe not. There they are. Pequin chilies. They're like a little red chili. If you look on my channel, there is a video on some spices, like unpacking, and there's some information about those in one of my first ones when I picked it up. So there we go. But what I also want to put in is just a few slices of the, I've got these radishes to use up, and I'm just going to put a few slices on top. It's kind of nice. It gives it some flavor as well. In there, just tuck those on. And I'm going to take out, hold on, like 1 or 2 of these, just so we can fit. We'll fit some more radishes. If you don't have radishes, by all means, you can omit them. But what I want to do is kind of get enough in there for a couple. Radishes. And then our dill from the Arrow Garden in the top, and just tuck that in there. That'll all soak, it'll all kind of get mixed through as it sits in the fridge. And our garlic. So just kind of crush that so we can peel it. And then I just put that right in there, like so, all pieces. And Urban Cook is here. Hey, welcome, welcome. We're doing refrigerator pickles today. We're pickles, cucumber, and some radishes. There we go. A couple of chilies, 3 or 4 on top. And then we got peppercorns as well. A little handful of peppercorns inside there. And then we've got a couple tablespoons. This is regular vinegar. You could use also apple cider vinegar is nice. But I like to put a touch of the white wine vinegar in there just for a bit of flavor on top. And then top it with water. And we don't have to worry about, we're not canning these, so it's, and it's going in the fridge. So it's okay to not worry about canning them normally. Give them a good shake. Everything mixes around. And then that's it. Those will go in the fridge for, make sure when you top it up, after you have the vinegar, top it up, make sure everything is covered in there. And I'm gonna put that in the fridge. It usually takes, it's gonna take a few days to get a nice pickly taste in it. But then you can leave it. You can leave it in the fridge. It'll stay fine for not, I mean, not forever, obviously, but till you eat them all. You don't want to leave them out because it's not, they're not jarred or canned properly. So that's why they have to go in the fridge, so they stay cold and not get, they won't go sour or anything like that. So I'm gonna put those in the fridge and then we'll do a taste. I've got some that I've made a couple weeks ago and we'll give them a taste. I've already had some of these. And good question, Christine. So will they shrink? You know what? They do kind of shrink a little bit as they kind of pickle. These ones I probably cut a little bit different size. I'll take them out in a second. I'm gonna put that in the fridge. And you just kind of let them sit there. As they go, Christine and everybody else, as you let them kind of marinate in the pickle, vinegar, it will they do get more, like, they do start to suck up the flavor a lot more. So if you don't like them as strong, you can definitely kind of take them out, and you want to eat them sooner, and they will get a bit softer. So there they are there. Still crunchy, but good. These ones have a fair bit of garlic in them, so you can definitely taste the garlic. Lots of garlic. Taste the dill. Then it's nice to have the fresh dill. This was from the Arrow Garden as well. I think with these ones, I made, like in this size jar, I put like 3 cloves, quite a bit of garlic. I think it'll be nicer with a little bit less garlic. These are definitely garlicky pickles, and they've been sitting. I kind of like them. I kind of like them when they're a bit. I'd say after about 3 or 4 days, they're kind of nice because they're still really crunchy from the vegetables, and I kind of like them like that. A little, like, kind of like a fresh, and they've got definitely a stronger vinegar taste after just a couple days. The vinegar part kind of mellows out after they've been soaking in for a couple weeks. So you'll notice that difference. What you should try and do if you make these at home, make them and then try them, try them in a couple days, see how you like it, and then let them sit and see, because they do change. The flavor does change. And Christine, yeah, they do shrink a little bit, but still crunchy. This recipe was done without salt. Like a lot of times, sometimes you'll see recipes ask for pickling salt, but for refrigerator pickles, you don't need them, salt. And there we go. You can also put, this one in the batch, we put radishes to pickle. You could also slice thin, like little thin carrots in there as well. Basically any kind of vegetable, cauliflower, little cauliflower florets, carrots, celery, whatever you can kind of think of, you can actually throw into your pickling mix and make a nice kind of pickled vegetable salad. It's a nice little snack to have on the side, and a little, if you're having sandwiches or something like that, have some pickled vegetables on the side. A few of those different ones are always kind of nice. And when you see in the store, you see those big jars of the pickled mixed vegetables, and it's always like soggy vegetables. If you do it yourself, they still come out nice and crunchy. So you can make them in the fridge and then have that. You can actually still kind of taste the vegetable, not just like a pickle juice when you're eating it. So there we go. And I think Christine asked a question. Oh, there you go. So Nadia, yeah, you could do, yeah, it would be good with fresh cucumbers. When we were at the Saskatoon farm last week, they had the cucumbers available there, but they only had them in like big bags, and I don't have enough jars, so I didn't buy enough. But they had the nice like pickling cucumbers, which would be really good to try. But it would be really good fresh from the garden. Sliced garlic, yes. So this ones, I sliced the ones last time into just kind of in thirds, so they're chunks. You could actually eat those garlic bits as well if you wanted to. Still really garlicky, but might as well use them. You could also too, once this is used, you could actually put another batch. It would be fine to put another batch because it is staying in the fridge to use it again. You don't have to necessarily throw out the brine of that. And good idea. There you go. So pickled beans would be good for Caesars, and asparagus. Yeah. So if you're doing for Caesars too, Christine, you could also add some extra chilies. If you like your Caesars spicy, then definitely add some spice to that. If you don't have, like, these are just some of the chilies that I have that I've used. These little ones. You could use like chili flakes if you didn't have these whole chilies. You could do, so chili flakes would be good. And if you have any other kind of, you could even throw like, I know if Dean's watching, he's probably got some hot peppers somewhere. You could actually put hot pepper, like a fresh hot pepper in there. We've got Like in the, this would have been nice. I could have put in as well. These are habaneros. So what you could do is slice a habanero up and put that in there as well. Or if you're really ambitious, put a whole one in and then try and eat your pickled habaneros or pickled jalapeno, anything like that for a little bit of spice. I think that'd be awesome for Caesar. You can get those. I've seen those pickled beans in the store, and they're, I mean, a jar is like $5-6. Whereas if you buy some fresh beans, they're only like a couple dollars, not even, for some fresh beans. So you can have your own, fresh pickles for a lot cheaper and better tasting than what you would get at the store. There we go. You could also do, if you had, I'm trying to think what else for Caesars would be good. Like maybe some celery, even some celery stalks in there too. And then on that note, so Nadia, no pickled habaneros for sure. For you, no, I know you don't like the spice. But Christine mentioned that too. Sweet pickled Thai chilies next. So good idea. On that note with the sugar, if you wanted to add a bit of sweetness, you could put some honey or some sugar into the pickles. And then if you're slicing them for, like, those little bread and butter round pickles, you could make like those with put a bit of sugar, so they're sweeter tasting when you make them. But good questions. There we go. I'm gonna have one more pickle before we sign off. Kind of fun to do these at different times. See some new faces. I could eat the whole jar. But I like, Christine, I like that idea I like the idea of chilies. I should try the chilies next time. Put those in there. That's it. And then I've got some leftover. These are just not pickled, but I'll wrap them up and have them with a snack leftover. I need to get more jars, definitely, so I can pickle more stuff. Here we go. All cleaned up. Pickle's done. And Christine, so good question. No, because it's only Tuesday today, Christine. You're mixed up on your days. It's Wednesdays are live streams. Normally, again, I think everybody that is watching knows the regular time that we're taking a bit of time off for the summer, not having our regular nighttime streams, but we'll do one tomorrow on Wednesday for the rest of the summer, because it's nice. Got to get outside and enjoy things. So tomorrow, that's the plan so far, is to do one. So I think Christine, you're a day ahead or you're a day behind. I don't know, one or the other, but we'll be back. And my kitchen done. No, this is the same kitchen. Urban Cook, welcome. I don't know, meat. Can't remember. No, I think this is probably the same kitchen. Hopefully, I think maybe you're thinking of some. There's lots of live streams. So maybe there's another one. Jalapeno. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try those peppers. I'll give those a try, Christine, because we've got lots. We've been making, following a bit of your recipe, Christine, on the habanero oil, which we made. So we grilled off the challah looking out on the barbecue. We do the charred jalapeno oil, which is awesome. Jason eats a lot of that. Me, a little bit on stuff, but if I go to the store, they probably think I'm crazy for buying all of the, literally half the stock of habanero peppers that are always out in the market. I always buy like a big bag because we make the oil with it. And yeah, it's only Tuesday, so that's it. You got one more day. Stuck at just stuck at home waiting. That's good. Well, so there we go, everybody. That's it. I just want to hop on, do some pickles, and then everybody can get on with their day. I still have to finish my coffee. It's still early here. It's only 10 o'clock. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for stopping in. Part of the reason for coming on, I don't know if you noticed, but hopefully the quality of the camera should be a little bit better, because I'm trying to broadcast in full HD now. We'll see if it's improvement. I don't know if you can notice a difference as you're watching it on Facebook or not, but new camera, hopefully should kind of focus a little bit better a lot of times on me as I move around and talk. And so that was kind of part of the reason to get it on before live stream, to make sure, because I got to hook everything up, make sure everything is working properly. So that was part of the reason. So on that as well, I'm gonna try and do maybe some other, because I've got an extra camera now, a little bit more close up next time on the lives of the cutting board, so you can kind of see a bit closer up, instead of just the like this one up above. I'll have a camera on the counters, hopefully, so you can see a bit closer of the view that way as well in upcoming. But I need to get a cable still, so we're turning into a tech show. I have to get a cable for it. It's still hard to find cables for your cameras, unfortunately, but there we go. So thanks, everybody. We'll leave it at that. Thanks for joining me on a Tuesday, Christine, on a Tuesday, and we'll see you on the next live stream. Until then, thanks for joining, and if you want to check out some of the other videos, be sure to subscribe if you're not already. We've had another couple of new people today, which is awesome. And mentioning turning on the notification. So turn on the notification, because you will get notified when I do these live streams that aren't scheduled. Impromptu live streams for Nadia. So take care, everybody, and we will see you on the next one. And if you have any questions about making refrigerator pickles, if you're watching this, leave me a comment down below. I'll go back and into the description and kind of fill out some of the ingredients and directions. So if you're coming back to check it out, you can see the ingredients list and some directions for that. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Bye.